Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to talk about the ladies of the Maccabee Building. And of course, I got the information, again, some of it I got from the Lost in Michigan series. This is book 1. You can see on the screen here that there's already 4 volumes. I do have the other 3 volumes, so eventually I'll find stuff in all the volumes to talk about. But here is the Lady of the Maccabee Building. Many of you will know this building from being at the north end of the downtown area of Port Huron, where Huron Avenue forks off to the right, to the east area, and Pine Grove forks off to the left, which is the west. So again, you can see here, this is Pine Grove, this is Huron, here is the building. A couple other pictures from there. So I'm taking a lot of the information from this article that they have in this Lost in Michigan history book, and I'm combining it with some other information I've gathered. So currently this building is being used for some offices. It was originally built in 1904 to house the ladies of the Maccabees, and that's an organization that was started by Bina Mae West, and she started in about the 1880s to offer women a low-cost health insurance, life insurance, which the male organization, the Knights of the Maccabees, had for men. So Bina Mae West was motivated to do this when she was around 18, 20 years old, because she had become a teacher and the assistant principal out at K-Pac High School, and around that time she had witnessed a couple of her students that had lost their mother. She had passed away, and because the father had to work, he didn't have enough money, he had to kind of farm out his children and find homes for them because he couldn't care for them. Well, the children ended up being used more as servants within the home, as opposed to what he wanted was them to kind of be adopted into the family. So West saw this and realized women should be entitled to insurance, so when they would pass away, they would also be able to still continue to provide for the families. So this would not happen again. So she was able to get this up and going. She eventually started in 1892 the Women's Benefit Association, which is now called Women's Life Insurance Society. And she originally started it in, let me get here, in the Maccabee Building, which it later became the Algonquin Hotel. And she was also a suffragette. She traveled the country to get women's right to vote. And I will post up here too a YouTube link. We have that right here. I'll add this to the to the YouTube here for you to watch. It is from RESA. Chris Troy made a little video. It's only about 2 minutes. He has a lot of good information in there, and talks about how it's originally the community college. So, and again, like I said, the ladies of Maccabee, they started in the Algonquin, or the Maccabee Building, which became the Algonquin Hotel. And at one time, I had an uncle that he worked in the Algonquin Hotel as a teenager as a bellhop. So, and I also have in here an article, just a little blurb from a year ago that was posted by Port Huron Museum, that 20 years ago there was a fire in the Algonquin Hotel, and it was started when some homeless people were staying there to stay warm. They had a fire going, and it got out of control, and it really damaged the building beyond repair, so they had to tear it down. And I remember that day pretty clearly. I was walking into work around 6 in the morning. I worked downtown at the time, and the sky was just kind of lit up. You could just see the orange glow, in the north coming from this fire. And you heard the sirens from the fire trucks. So it's just kind of one of those things you always remember, where were you when it happened. So it's kind of sad that we lost a really nice building, but it's nice that the women's life insurance has continued on now for well over 100 years. So again, I encourage you to watch this little video put out by RESA and Chris Troy, and enjoy, everyone.